What on earth are the UK doing, man? Since the beginning of this whole coronavirus thing, I have almost never heard a decision the government has made and then thought to myself, actually, you know what? This isn't a bad idea. Because they all are. The logic that comes beforehand makes perfect sense. But when it comes to the actual plan itself, it's as if they didn't even look at their own analysis. So in this video, I'll look at the UK's plans to finally get rid of the virus, and I'll explain why I cannot support them. The amount of compromise is astonishing. Like you're trying to strike a deal with a virus. You encourage people to social distance and wear masks and all that, and then kind of just hope they'll do it. But you know what will be absolutely crazy and totally unlikely to happen? If people didn't obey the rules and the virus still spread amongst everyone. I know, crazy, right? Definitely won't happen. There are people who aren't even convinced this virus exists, and you think they're just going to obey you like that. And here's the main problem. People want to get rid of the virus, but people don't want inconvenience. Which is stupid because the very act of getting rid of the virus warrants inconvenience. And as if that weren't crazy enough, the virus itself is also an inconvenience. So the inconvenience is inevitable. So if you look at this mathematically, you have three options. Either you take on all the inconvenience that is having the virus, but not have to worry about getting rid of it. You take on all the inconvenience that is getting rid of the virus, but ultimately not have to worry about the virus itself, which in my opinion is the most rational option. Or continue with what you're doing and take half of one inconvenience and mix it with half of the other. At this point, as long as you don't pick the bottom one, I really don't care which one you pick. As of a couple of days ago, there was a somewhat major issue in the UK, so let me sum it up for anyone who doesn't know. On the 6th of January, children were supposed to be going back to school. However, on the 5th, the UK finally came to their senses and decided that schools would be closed. Because you know, legend has it there's a pandemic. However, despite the government's genius idea, instead of getting praise for finally making a good decision, they got criticism for waiting too long. What are you complaining about? The government have finally made a good decision, and you're complaining. Now don't get me wrong, I see why you'd be annoyed, but just think about it. Are you really going to complain just because you now have to do the arduous task of not dropping your kids at school and not having a reason to be late for work? But Lightning, what about the economy and education system? And this is your problem right here. The economy is stupid and is going to crash regardless anyway, and numerous people, children and adults alike, agree that the education system is seriously flawed. However, people still think that money and school is more valuable than the lives of other human beings. And, by the way, if they had done things properly, they wouldn't have to worry about spending as much money on the NHS, and odds are the economy would have been much better off. So now both the lives of other human beings and the economy have been screwed over. Now don't get me wrong, this isn't supposed to be a hate video on the government or anything. I'm just trying to make a statement. Nowadays, we live in a society where we value convenience over everything else. When you think about it, things that we deem as big problems are really just minor setbacks. Don't let convenience rob you of the bigger picture. But anyway, that's the video over. So until next time, have a lovely day.